Hey guys, we're live. We just woke up. Hey Alex, do you want to say hello to them? They like to say hello. This is my son Alex.
Morning.
We're just in Melbourne. We're just at the Rialto and we've just had a great sleep. My lips are really dry. How about yours? You know, don't you find the weather's very cold here?
It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, my lips are a bit dry there. So guys, this is last day in Melbourne. We had a fantastic meetup yesterday. I want to thank that don't you think that was you had the lunch, didn't you? We went to the China bar.
Yeah.
Went to China bar for lunch, and then we went to Young and Jackson. We had great. You didn't go. You took a break.
Yeah.
And then we had dinner at Jimmy's Tavern. The Greek. Did you like the Greek food?
Yeah. It was good.
It was great food. It was nice. I like that shish kebabs. You know, the meat. That was the best.
Yeah.
I wish they had that fucking bread. You know that bread. I wanted that bread. You know, slizaki. You know that. I wanted chips, and that's what I wanted, to make your own wraps. But that's okay. It was good food. We came back. We had a rest, guys. It was a great show in Melbourne. It was amazing. By the way, we've got to do a room. The guy wanted me to do a room review. You know, on the stick.
Yeah. No.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that after the show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do that after today's show. This is a fucking beautiful hotel room. It's beautiful. Absolutely fucking gorgeous room, this. Yeah, so I had it's been a really nice trip. We had Jake the Yuppie. He's fucking loud. When he gets a bit drunk, he gets a bit of booze. He's very loud. He's a good guy. Hey, I got the bear on. Hey, Bear, how are you?
What the fuck is Suisaki? What the fuck is Suisaki?
Sorry? That's that, Slovaki, Tizzy, that's that rap.
Slovaki, not Suisaki, you fuckface.
Fuckface. That's the rap with the chips and the lamb in it.
Ah, yes.
You know that?
Yes. Super chat from my Serbian and Canadian brother, Nick Miller.
Nick Miller, $2.80. I pocket blocked John Gold accidentally. Please fix. Yeah, I will do the unblockings today because we like to have open.
Unblock everyone, man. Everyone is welcome except Timok.
Timok, that's right. I'm going to run the intro. Let me run the intro as well there, Ben.
Run the intro, man. Run the
intro. Bear, I've unblocked everybody.
Good. I just I love that intro, by the way. That is such a fucking ArchieLuxury intro. It is so cool. And I just noticed that it has the one of my favorite Rolex watches, the blue dial Yachtmaster.
Yes.
I love this watch.
Yes.
So underappreciated. It's so underappreciated. It is a beautiful watch, and I stand behind my statement I made at one time that it's the most beautiful steel Rolex watch. Mind you, I was immediately corrected that the bezel is platinum, but you know what? It's still a steel Rolex, right? That's still a steel Rolex, I think.
Yeah, it is a steel Rolex, and they came out in the early 90s. They were I love them. I've always loved them,
Me too. You know,
And
Yachtmaster originally was supposed to replace the sub. They wanted to develop a watch that's more like luxurious and so on, as a progress and evolution of their Rolex Submariner. But then they realized there is a potential in being its own line, and that's how Yachtmaster became a Yachtmaster. You know, it's a cool watch. It has that beautiful slick case. It's thinner than a sub, and you know what? I think the only reason that people are not gaga over that watch is the much higher price point at retail than Submariner. But then you get into a very contradicting situation where on a secondary market, the sub is at the same level price, if not even higher than Yachtmaster, which completely doesn't make sense.
well, it's supply and demand, Bear. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, yeah. So
You know,
let's kind of take a look and welcome some great supporters that are always with us, Archie. As usually, one UCLT makes the first comment in a chat. And oh, by the way, Watch Nicholas has just sent us his viewers. And
Watch Nicholas, you are a legend. You are a king.
Thank you very
You are.
much for sending your viewers to us. It is much appreciated. So let's just say hi to you, one UCLT, to P. Lucas, the smartest man in Australia, to Jimmy, one of
P.
our
Clan.
great.
P. Clan. The smartest guy is P. Clan.
That's right. That's right. Ninja Trader, Brent, Age, Jay Gracewater. There is the Gracewater, sorry, the Nick Miller, obviously, our first super chat of the day. Big Tony, JJ is with us. It's always good to see our man JJ. Hey, Alex, nice to see you, Alex.
Hey, say hello. Come and say hello to Bear.
Yo,
this is
Bear,
Alex.
morning.
And he's wearing that Tissot that you got out for him, Bear.
Good morning, Alex. I hope you had a wonderful time in Melbourne, man. Good to see you.
Yes, I have. Remember forever.
There we go. He's really enjoyed it, Bear. He really enjoyed it.
Nice. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. That's important. So tell us, Archie, who did you meet? How was it? Who were the
I'll just
people?
say good to see Alex. By the way, I sent you your ticket on your app.
Yeah.
That's your seat. We're sitting separately for some reason. Doesn't matter. Okay, love you. You come back whenever, okay?
Yeah, all right.
You're doing some filming down there? Or on? Oh, you got it in your pocket.
Worried about breakfast.
Oh, you have breakfast first. Go have breakfast first. Okay. You do that. Filming later. You can always come back up and take the camera. I got to tell you, Bear, seriously, I got photos. Do you want to see some photos, Bear?
Sure, why not? Why not?
So, Bear, I got to tell you, this was absolutely amazing. Okay. A big shout out to Frank the Tank. Okay, you know Frank the Tank?
Wonderful guy. Love Frank the Tank.
He coughed in for the Greek restaurant. And another amazing person was my good friend, Madman. And Jake, the Yuppie bought wine.
Nice.
Let's have a look here. This is some of the Greek food. Look at this here. This is Greek food. Salads there. Look at that.
Why do you always take a pictures of food? Why not a picture of wonderful people? It's always
I
nice
got those
to see
coming
people.
up.
Okay.
The fish.
Okay.
They were in the restaurant. There's Alex. You can see him there enjoying himself. The restaurant was absolutely packed.
Nice.
It's inside the restaurant there. Look at that. Just busy Greek kitchen.
Nice.
Look at this. It was amazing, Bear. There we go. That's in the hotel room. We got Jake the Yuppie and Madman.
Lovely. I love those guys.
Because I said to them, why don't we, instead of going to a bar, come up to the room and have a drink? But they were so loud. Jake is so loud when he's had a bit to drink.
I do want to interrupt you for a second. We got two big super chats, which are so appreciated from two wonderful people. And Archie, if we can please read them.
Yes, sir. We got Malik Diamond, $20. Guys, is the Omega 300-meter summer blue dial gimmicky? Be honest, we love travel photos. Hi, Bear, and hi, Archie. I don't think it's gimmicky. Blue is a very, very much a nautical color. I think it's fine.
I agree, Pontif. If you want to bring it up, it's a very, very beautiful watch. I like the whole lineup of the summer blue Omega watches. If there is anything gimmicky, it is actually an ultra deep. On that dial, there is a hidden little when you illuminate the dial, you can see little handwritten Omega was here, pointing at the biggest, deepest point that Omega watch has reached. So that's a bit gimmicky, but overall, the series of the summer blue dials is not gimmicky. It's quite beautiful.
It's very beautiful, Bear.
Yeah, are you bringing it up while I'm talking, or? Okay.
There we go.
The other thing I would like you to do, Archie, is please put a link in the chat and then pin the link to the top of the chat, if you don't mind. So if anyone joins us and wants to chat tonight, is more than welcome. We love to have
doing a
guests,
2-hour stream today, Bear. 2-hour stream, Bear. A little
no
bit.
problem. I'll let Nick know as well. So yeah, the whole lineup of the watches with the summer blue is quite beautiful. Striking dials with transition of the color. I would say, seeing it in person, it would rival any of those so-called famous Grand Seiko dials. I think that Omega did a beautiful job here. My favorite in this whole scenario is actually Planet Ocean, which is unusually sized at 39.5 millimeter. I love the Plow Prof they did in the summer line as well. I love the Heritage as my third choice, and this would be my fourth choice. But the whole lineup is quite attractive, and people really love it. So Malik, no, I agree with our Pontiff that there is really nothing gimmicky about it.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful watch. And then we've got another fantastic super chat. This is from Eddie's Watches, and Eddie's Watches says $20. Alex is looking well. Yes, he is looking so well there. We had such a great... Can I tell you one problem, Bear? He actually snores like a fucking chainsaw. That's the only problem, because we're staying in... Look, I didn't want to get 2 rooms, Bear. It's fucking expensive as it is. We've got a nice hotel. 1 room in a nice hotel is better than 2 rooms in a shit hotel. What do you think, Bear?
I agree. And if he's your son, why not? And ultimately, you probably snoring too. It's just a matter who falls asleep first.
Yeah, he's fucking noisy. You know that, Bear? Very noisy. Very, very, very noisy.
Archie, somebody just told me. I think it's who told me that. Hang on, I wanna say thank you. G-Ball. He told me that I'm not the loudest and most obnoxious. So can you please make sure that my volume is raised to the highest?
Yes.
Thank you, Archie.
How's that now? Try that now.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes, that's at the absolute max.
Good.
Bear, this Melbourne trip has been fantastic. Can I tell you what's the go with that Angelic Slayer? He's got his own channel. Is he part of the Archieverse? What's the go there?
I don't know, man. I noticed very interesting situation we're having here. There's a bit of a jealousy going toward Jake. I don't know if that's driving the wedge between the Angelic and Narc and Lux. And I kind of put Lux in it, but I'm going to take Lux out. Lux is employee. So we're not going to talk about the employees. But there is a certain level of jealousy and some type of passive aggressiveness when it comes to Jake. And I don't know exactly why. I can only assume because Jake is ultimately young, good looking, successful. So I don't know. I mean, is that really bothering certain people? I don't know, but it shouldn't, because it's stupid to compare yourself with someone who is probably 30 years younger than you. Number one. Number two, I always admire when I see young, successful people, because I think it's wonderful to see that, and I'd rather see that than failures. I also see a lot of animosity and derogatory comments about his mortgage. Well, $1 million mortgage. Well, that's a normal thing in the big cities. I mean, go to Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, I mean,
You
you're
go to
not
New
buying.
York. New
Yeah, you're
York.
not buying exactly. It's a. As far as I know, his home is in Melbourne. So
Yes.
what do you expect him to pay? And he hasn't inherited the money to be able to buy house immediately. But I think he's doing a good job, man. And yeah, he does end the stream really well. That's for sure, the Curly. But the guy, you know what? There's some kind of fucking weird dislike for this fucking guy. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. And I'm a little bit disappointed because I never perceived cousin Angelic as a jealous type. I think cousin Angelic is actually always.
I don't understand. He's gone to the tree house. Why couldn't he just do that on the dungeon?
It's a rebelling of some kind. It's some type of passive aggressive approach, anger or whatever it is. Hey, listen, how many fucking people do you have with keys that could be running that dungeon?
Yeah.
How many people, Archie? How many people do you have with keys that are potentially able to run the dungeon?
Mental Jock was doing well.
Mental Jock is the only one I've seen doing anything. So who else is there with the keys?
I got heaps of people with keys, That's the whole thing. You know what I mean, Bear? There's heaps of keys there. I try my best to get the mojo going. The mojo, we try our best.
Yeah,
And
I know. I'm just saying it makes no sense to me. I mean, people are very eager and fast to criticize what's his name, Watch Nicholas, or to criticize people who are running the live streams, while in the same time they're given opportunity. Go and run the dungeon stream if you want to. You got the keys, you can do it. And it's just, you know what, like, it's so easy to attack people and criticize and be negative in certain way. I don't know, Archie, it doesn't make fucking sense whatsoever. To me, it's very simple. I am supporting everyone in the Archieverse ultimately, and I managed to overcome my differences with people that I am not big fan of, plastic, for example, just for the purpose of understanding that we have to kind of help each other. And I clearly understand that the only channel that actually is against Archie and Archieverse is Timok channel. So all the efforts and all the energy and all the criticism and all the disclosing of bullshit should be really targeting that channel rather than attacking individuals for a simple piddly fucking jealousy or some other bullshit, some personal disagreements or whatever that is. I don't know.
Bear,
I don't know.
I tell you what, I saw some beautiful watches down in Melbourne, Bear.
Cool.
And I got to tell you there.
Well, wait a second. Angelic says there is a hate from you and I. Whoa. No, cousin Angelic, not a hate, man. Jump on, man. Honestly, furthest from hate. Just a confusion. And it's a fair question. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with instead of being on a dungeon, instead of being in a whatever the name of the channel is, the tree or something, being on a dungeon. I don't understand exactly where did the whole animosity came. And Narc, I always understood. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Angelic. He's not feeling well. Okay, that's understandable, and I apologize. And I also wish you fast recovery and to feel better. And Narc is, I mean, I said it before. He's such a talented panelist, you know, and he can really be a great on the panel if he does two things. First, learn to listen and to actually allow others to say something. Number one, and number two,
Yeah.
to actually not attack people in Archieverse. That would be wonderful. Those two things, if they're corrected, Narc would be a fucking most valuable player in this team. Okay?
He doesn't like to be controlled, the Narc, but you know, he likes to be independent.
Nobody needs to control anyone. Who likes to be controlled? That's not even the point. Independent is fine. What I'm trying to say is yeah, I know it's your shtick, but it gets fucking annoying, you know, like talking over everyone, not actually. Like yesterday, you think I asked you to drop him because of Blondie? No, I asked you to drop him because nobody could fucking say anything. We had a very interesting panelist, which was Holden, during this whole Holden controversy, and I want to hear what Holden has to say. And
Yes.
rather than listening to Narc going, wah, 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 fucking over everyone. So like fucking give it a chance, man. And I try appealing also when you talk, and that day you were completely fucking disengaged. I was trying throughout the whole show to fucking engage you. You finally start talking and saying something, and he's fucking talking over you. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. Like, shut the fuck up once, man. Just once.
Yes.
And you know what? I never said, by the way, Joe Blank says, Bear, remember you said you don't want to mention Tim and OC. No, I'm going to continue mentioning. I think disclosing the hypocrisy of the channel, I think disclosing the toxicity, the doxing, the anti-Semitism, the groping, the grifting, the lying to people, cheating, is important. So no.
Now, what's the go? Are they going to gate crash any events? What's the go there?
I don't know. I never heard of such a thing crashing. That's new. I mean, there's so many stupid fucking rumors and bullshit. When in reality, it's a nice gathering in New York. They can have their own. We can have our own. Nobody really cares. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people, like you mentioned. You know, we know. Like for example, Gerber Baby. What's his name? Gerber Baby. You know the guy called Gerber Baby, Jamie Opulence.
Jamie Opulence. Jamie Opulence.
He goes to both sides and everything. He's a nice guy. He's your supporter as well. So what? Fuck it. It's fine. Or yeah. What I'm trying to say is really simple. There's only two people really. There's really. Oh look, Narc. Enjoy the panels with Mike. Narc, I don't give a fuck if you jump on or not. I don't fucking need you, okay? This is Archie's channel. If you don't want to help Archie, you don't help Archie. I fucking don't need you in my life whatsoever. If you disappear now, it would not affect my life in any shape or point, okay? I don't really care, man. You can't threaten me. I'll enjoy what I enjoy and whenever I want to enjoy. So what I'm trying to say is there's a people in both camps. There's a people that enjoy both sides. That should not be looking. We should not be looking at them as a negative. A perfect example with JJ extending the olive branch to Buckley coming on the show. No big deal. You know what? There's a lot of other people like that who probably who probably feel they would benefit from both sides, and I think that's really what matters, right?
Yes,
That's how I see it, Archie. Anyway,
that's a very cool way to go too. You know this, Bear.
yeah.
It's a very, very, very nice way to do it. And I got to tell you, Bear, that's one thing I always liked about you. You're extremely positive.
No, I'm not. God forbid. No, honestly, I'm not, Archie. But I learned that this is all a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of fucking trolling. There's a lot of games being played. And ultimately, taking this way too seriously is just not a healthy approach.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but you got to realize something, Bear. So many people get the wrong idea in this Archie verse. Do you understand that?
Sorry, can you repeat?
So many people get the wrong idea. Like I saw these guys at the meetup yesterday at the, the Young and Jacksons. They love the drama. They love the narc. Angelic was there. He was, he was very cool. He was cool.
Nice.
His wife came as well. He's not a bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
I never thought he's a bad guy, and nobody ever thought he's a bad guy. There is no bad guys here. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. It was a wonderful Bear. I got to tell you, this trip has been amazing. Okay, and
Okay.
I tell you honestly, it's just been absolutely fantastic trip. And they love it. They love it, Bear. I spoke to them. They love it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what they love. They love the variety of the show. And so many people said to me, how is Bear going? I love the Bear. I tell you what, Bear, you got some big followers there, some amazing followers.
Thanks, Archie.
And I got to tell you something. I am so looking forward to seeing. I have never met you. I've spoken to you on the phone a couple times.
Right.
But to actually see a friend in the flesh, this is going to be. How tall are you? You're 6 foot tall?
Yes.
I can't wait to see you, Bear. This is going to be.
I heard you were extremely tall. How tall are you, Archie?
6'1".
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to meeting you too, Archie. To be honest with you, I have, as I said to you, I have a dual relationship with you as a partnership and as your employee, and the other one is as a friend who actually really cares about you. And I mean, I'm excited to finally meet my friend in person. And as you know, last year that was not possible for me, but this time,
Yes.
yeah, it's. What did Ricky say? I hope the bed in a pod can hold you and Bear up. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think that there is a bed that can hold me and Archie
Now,
up.
we've got
Maybe
a few
some
people.
king size. Maybe some king size.
We've got a few people who need to be billeted, Bear. You know, billeting.
Yeah.
Billeting is like, from the school days, where you have billeted kids. We've got to find a bed. Pete Clan, he may be sleeping on my floor.
I doubt that. He's the smartest man in the world. Sorry, in Australia, I don't think he'll be sleeping on your bed. By the way, Curly has got a question for you. If you have any videos of Melbourne meetup, Archie, and I think he's going to give you a lot of shit if you don't.
I've got photos. But
why
a lot
don't
of people,
you take some? Why don't you take videos and stuff like that? You
because they want
don't
privacy.
want to.
They don't want a camera in their face. They say, "Oh,
Okay, that's a good answer. That's fair enough. That's fair
no,
enough.
I tried to do that. I said, "Do you want to take?" I said, "Oh, I'm a bit careful." I said, "Okay, let's not do it. Let's just enjoy the moment, because a lot of these people, they have jobs, right? and they can get
Yeah.
easily doxxed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's been some
Yeah, I
really,
just can I give you advice? There's only so
yeah,
much food pictures people like to see and care about. I mean, every trip you make, you fucking make tons of pictures of burgers and fucking Caesar salad and steaks
sure.
and occasional Chinese
See,
food.
there, that's the story
While
of
in
my life. Pussy and
but
food.
in
There, you can see
but in
what.
reality, nobody gives a fuck, Archie. Honestly, the over and over food pictures are not intriguing anyone. People are more intrigued about people and their life and their everyday routine and what happens when they meet and seeing interesting people together. These are the things that people get triggered. Also, being that you are the ultimately the watch channel, your Paul Plute's watch channel, ArchieLuxury elements of watches. You could always have some watch pictures taken, on these events and so on. I don't know what prevents you from doing that. Is it simply that you just don't even want to bother and you perceive this as your own time? Okay, fair enough. But I think in New York, considering I have a little bit of influence, I might change that a little bit and give you
Okay.
idea how I perceive that because that's as a YouTube star, you are audio video entertainment and you need to provide content about
Yes.
some of your most successful videos when you were traveling Asia is when you were taping the streets of Asia, the people of Asia, the communication. Your most successful video with your interview of the prostitute and that went wrong. Um, those are the things that are not going to happen if you don't tape, if you don't engage, and if you continuously taking picture of Caesar salad, steak, and burger. That's just my 2 cents. Super chat
I
from the Cypriot warrior Neo, $10.
Neo, $10. Continue the relentless war. Fight for your right to have as watch community. The Alliance supports peace and love. Hashtag Freedom Alliance forever.
Well said, Neo. Thank you very much for always being a true and genuine warrior for our side. I'm proud to call you a friend and looking forward to meeting you, sir.
Now let's have a look at some of these pictures. I'll show you people pictures, okay?
Yeah, but before that, we're going to hit some really nice super chats. And please allow me to say, super chat from my Canadian brother.
Here we
Thank you,
go.
Nelson. You
Nelson
always come
Oliveira,
through, man.
$50. Bear and Arch looks like a nice meetup. New York City will be amazing for all the punters.
Nelson, thank you, brother. You always come through. You are always someone we can count on. Thank you for always supporting us. You're class act, you're a gentleman. And I love you, man. I genuinely do. And talking about people we love and people that keep us going, Malik Diamond, another fantastic guy, super chat. And again, a very nice super chat, $20. Thank you, Malik.
Malik Diamond, $20. Bear and Archie, what watch or design next would you like to see from Rolex? I wish you guys safe travels and good health. I can tell you what I'd like to see, Bear.
Go ahead.
Number 1 is a Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is I want to see a steel sports watch
Mm-hmm.
on rubber to keep the price down.
You will see the Coke. I'm pretty sure of that. That's probably inevitably coming, and I'm looking forward to that myself as well because I'm a huge fan of GMT lineup. The steel watch on the Oysterflex is not going to happen because they are exclusively attaching the Oysterflex to precious metal. When you see Oysterflex on the watch, regardless of the color of the metal, you know it's a precious metal. Your wish for Oysterflex on a steel is almost as wishing that they come up with a day date in steel. It's just unreasonable request, and it would be unfair to millions of those who have purchased the precious metal on Oysterflex. So that's not going to happen. And I agree with Archie. My watch that I'm hoping for is Coke for sure. And I'm really always hoping for some return of some really interesting stone dials and some more exotic dials in a day-date line. I'd like to see that happen in a regular catalog rather than being always off catalog. And you know what? From the new watches, I do hope that they actually try to expand on their new so-called Cellini line, or rather what they're calling a 1908 or 1809. I'm dyslexic, so I don't even remember. To maybe implement some things like a perpetual calendar in it, to maybe implement something like a chronograph in it, to go with some complications and bring a little bit of a dress watch genre back. But I highly doubt it's going to happen because, in all honesty, seems the dress watch is dying. So that's kind of my thoughts on Rolex when it comes to that.
Hey Bear, hey, sorry, I lost my voice. Hey Bear,
Hey,
Archie.
Marcelo, I got to tell you something. I met many people at this meetup in Melbourne. Everybody said, "What a cunt you are."
Well, I'm not surprised. I was a cunt.
Hi, Marcelo.
Yeah,
Marcelo,
They-
nice to see you on the live stream. Thank you for coming in to
thank
help.
you. I want to come to help and support. And by the way, Bear, it's very easy because the 1908 is based on the year. You just need to remember 1908 year. This is the whole idea of that watch.
It's still hard for my thinking. Honestly, when I say I'm a little bit dyslexic, I'm actually not making a joke. I sometimes convert the numbers like my phone number when I'm giving somebody my number, or it happens to me.
Yeah, I do the
I
same.
don't
I do the same.
I
I
don't
still
know
have a
why that
problem.
happens.
Well,
We have
me
a super
too. I'm
chat
also.
from a Cypriot warrior, Neo. Again, $2. Thank you, Neo. You are fantastic and great supporter. And then once again, I want to reflect on Nelson Olivier's $50 super chat, which is so generous. Dude, we have some real dedicated people, friends who support this live stream that without who we would be lost. Thank you again, guys. Go ahead.
Here we go. We've got Neo, $2. When the enemy is weak, we twist and push the knife.
Yeah.
Yes, Marcelo knows all about that, don't you, Marcelo?
Hey, look. Hey, shit. And my voice is. I was a cunt, but I try to change a bit.
I don't know if you
I
can
know
come back from that. That's the problem, Marcelo. I really don't know.
It does. You see,
Well,
you see, I
how would
try
you
my
know?
best.
Because how would you know this? Because people are telling me what a slimy son of a bitch you are.
Yeah, I know that, but don't worry about it. By the
How do
way,
you
you
know
know how
this?
much.
You've spoken to them? How would you know this?
Trust me, good feeling.
Like you've
You
burnt
need
yourself.
to.
You understand that? You've burnt yourself out.
You
In
can
fact,
look in many ways, Archie. Look, I mean, here is the thing. You want to hear my perspective?
sure.
There is something called the time. You know, you don't expect after you disappeared, after how we say you stabbed somebody in the back and you did some shit, you cannot expect in a week suddenly everybody to forgive you and like you. This is insane. It's something that takes time. You need to prove yourself. And this, what I'm trying to do, it takes time to prove yourself that you basically genuinely ask
But
for
look at Sirocco.
forgiveness.
Sirocco's never going to come good for you.
Soraco also need a lot of time. Also, yeah, don't worry
He'll
about
never come
Soraco.
good.
You're going to see him. You're going to see Archie. Look, Archie, I'm already past the time of being even upset or frustrated about somebody that, let's say, dislike me or angry. I just said, you know what? Okay, I get it. Give him time. That's all. because sorry, Sorako is a person that needs time. You know, he's a very reliable person, but it take time for him. That's all.
Bear, someone said to me
Yes,
at the
Archie.
meetup, the best thing about Marcelo is people will pay to get him off because they can't stand him anymore.
So this is a good thing. You're
Um,
getting money. You know.
I'll be honest with you. I don't feel the same way, but I guess we all have different affinities, different likes and dislikes. Some people annoy some people don't. There is a lot of people annoyed by Higgins. I'm not. I think Higgins is one of the best guests. I like Higgins as a guest. I like his communication with him. Marcelo doesn't bother me. I don't think he's the best guest, but I don't think he's a worst guest. I mean, he
Yeah,
can.
I agree.
I like. There's certain things I like to hear from him. He lives in an interesting country. He lives in an interesting country. He definitely loves watches, collects the watches. Uh, he has a certain knowledge about specific brands and specific watches. He understands the market in Japan. He
A little
is
bit.
in a similar business like me, so I can relate to some of his challenges and some of his obstacles in life and so on. So you know what I mean. Listen. If I accepted Plastique, who said some of the most nasty possible things about not just me but my wife, and I decided that's okay, man. I mean, I'll get over it because you need to understand people have a different mental issues. People might be alcoholics. People might have some type of mental disorder that only certain behavior helps them and they get it out. It's all part of the deal if you want to be on this fucking YouTube. And I guess if you don't want to be on YouTube and you don't want to be part of it, and you know what? If everything is smooth and everyone likes everyone, I think this whole live stream would fucking die.
Look, Archie, listen. You don't have to like me, but here is the thing. If some people agree with you and willing to pay money to mute me now, or willing to send money to even kick me out now, I am as another YouTuber, another one that have a channel. I don't feel angry or bad. I just feel okay.
You know,
that
and
is
I
my
also
part.
want to add another thing. If there's somebody who is basically a person that never super chatted a penny and complains about Marcelo, believe me, that weighs zero. It has an absolute zero influence on decision making. If someone like
I agree with
if
you.
someone like CB shows up and doesn't want Marcelo on a stream, doesn't want me on a stream, doesn't want somebody on a stream, the type of donor of that level, that's someone you are going to certainly take much more serious, and
Yes.
you're going to basically do exactly as what they ask. But
I agree.
accepting the fact that we're not all equal here. This is not fucking commune. This is not communist fucking utopia here where everyone has the same influence. Wake up and smell the fucking coffee, boys, and understand that that's not the way it works. Ultimately, this is a business that puts
Right.
food on Archie's table. So you don't fucking like it and you don't pay, go fuck yourself and find yourself another fucking entertainment.
Thank you, Ben. Hey, it's not about thank me because this is basically what we're trying to do. You know, if I come in here, I come to support Archie in this case to make him get money. You know, I mean, if the money come to kick me out or mute me or let's say hurt me, let's say by embarrass me or whatever, this is okay. It does pay the baht. If it's just for talking, the person doesn't do nothing. So I agree with you, Bear, 1,000%, and not only me. A lot of the donors agree with you.
Correct. Super chat from Cypriot Warrior Neo, $10. Thank you, Neo. Much appreciated.
Here we go. Neo, $10. $10. We aim to destroy Timok with pure rage and hate, not because it is hard, but because it's so easy. Don't soften.
Nice. Neo is
Don't
great.
soften
I
up
love
as
it.
we approach New York. Watch time, New York. Fuel your anger. Hashtag Freedom Alliance forever. Hashtag Free Saad.
What do you mean free Saad? Where is Saad? Why is Saad not free? For fuck's sake, come on now. That's crazy talk. But nobody's softening up. Nobody's softening up. Cypriot Warrior Neo. Ultimately, I would love to see Grifter gone from YouTube, because I think that would actually help a lot of people in our community. I think there's a lot of negativity, toxicity, doxing, scamming going on on that channel. And yeah, and that's that. JT, he has a say, $5 super chat, Australian.
JT, $5. This is ridiculous. We shat on Arch and many Archieverse punters for ages. Now we're supposed to show respect? Fuck that.
Nobody said you need to show him respect, and your opinion counts. You super chat, you're active, you're a supporter of Archie. So he shat on me as well. I mean, ultimately, he made a video about me and Archie, if I'm correct. And I actually found it very funny. So that's no, don't be sorry. I honestly, I'm not just saying this. I actually thought there was, and go masturbate yourself. I think it's funny. Okay, if I never seen that video as a hate video. I seen it as a frustration, and I saw it as somebody actually being kind of funny in my eyes. Now, you know what, JT? I don't disagree with you. I'm sure Archie doesn't disagree with you either. I even don't see. Do you see Archie giving him respect? I don't see Archie giving him respect.
Correct.
That's exactly
I don't see. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, what's this Toyota Mo $5? Toyota Mo changed the avatar. What the heck?
The
Why
eagle.
did you? I think it's a falcon.
Falcon?
The Falcon.
Toyota Mo, $5. Marcelo, can you give the punters 2 minutes of Falcon eyes?
Wow. Toyota
What is it?
I really started to like you, but I lost my voice.
What is a falcon eye? Can you explain to me? Is he talking about the Yacht Master?
No. He's talking about that you need to go to.
Wait a second. Isn't there? Just help me out. Isn't there a Yacht Master with the dial, the falcon eye?
Yes, there is. But this falcon eye is a different meaning. It's something that you need to go yesterday to watch Nicholas, and you can see how I explode on him. But now with Toyota mode, listen, I really love you, but here is the thing: it's 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30, and also I lost my voice of yelling so much in Nicholas' channel
Marcelo,
yesterday.
he wants to know how did Timok treat you on your birthday? Oh, is he talking about your explosion? I watched that. That was fucking hilarious. That was last night.
Yes, he's talking about that. Yes.
Listen, that was good. That was very good, Marcelo. You did good job. That was on Watch Nicholas. Funny.
Thank you, but I cannot do it again. I'm sorry. I will do it when my voice comes back.
And let me ask you something. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. All right. You did unboxing of Platona, am I right?
Yes.
We're talking significant timepiece that is of the highest, probably the ultimate regular production Rolex in the world. The ultimate.
Yes.
Maybe Le Mans Daytona can now compete with that, and that's a question. Just because of a more of a.
And there is more, Bear. There is a lot of emotions of that piece that is because the new one is the 60th anniversary. That one was the 50th anniversary on my 50th birthday. The card is on my birthday date. It's a lot of emotions to make the piece even more unique than it is. And
Beautiful. Okay,
it
so
was
the question that I have as a follow up, I understand all that. You choose to do that unboxing, bring that emotion, bring all that special feelings, bring all that uniqueness about this watch and the time and your 50th birthday. And by the way, you look pretty good.
yeah.
You look good for your age, by the way. And and then you choose to do all that so the grifter can get $2,000.
No, not choose. Um, kind of tricked it and play out to do so. It's
So
like
did you get anything for it, Marcelo?
because the idea,
He did, Archie. He gave him $20. He
he did.
fucking made $2,000, and he sent him $20. Go get yourself a coffee.
Yeah, and then because he said, "Hey, we're going to do is amazing, you know. This is the return of Marcelo time to the community, you know. All the haters going to salute you or whatever, you know. So, but you have to do it in my channel because my channel is
Okay, so
bigger. I have more.
he's a
Trick
grifter.
you,
He
yeah, he
grifted.
tricked me. Yes, and then, oh, we're going to come to your channel right away after, and we will continue to do your birthday because it is your birthday stream, and we will, and I will support you 100% for you to make a lot of money. You know, all my supporters going to come to your channel are going to, you know, what Archie do now. Let's say transfer the channel to my channel.
Right.
So okay, sounds okay. I did it did like over 2 grand in my birth. You know what hurt me is not when you make money. It's like that was my birthday stream. You know, it's not that they're going to make this money every day. I might
Correct.
make
Correct.
this money only today. Now
Correct.
you did 2 grand, then you come to my channel. I make, you know, the best funny part was I did about $200 or 200 and something. $100 of that money came from that time. My number one enemy, the person that actually we I mean was anti-team and anti-me. You know, the person that we have all the fight. Kearney.
Okay, we've got a super chat
Kearney.
here from Toyota Mo, medium legend, $5. Marcelo, I'm downgrading you to pigeon eyes. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Go screw
I
up
know.
yourself.
Sorry, I will fix it later, Toyota. Okay, so we, you know, I mean, the money actually came even, you know,
Now,
more
the
than
other
half
thing
of
is
the
too,
money.
Bear, you know, I've had some reaction out of Lux. Lux is very angry at Marcelo, Bear. Do you know this?
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Because Marcelo invited Lux to come to his restaurant and buy a
Okay.
meal.
All right.
He wasn't going to give Lux a free meal. He was going to sell Lux a meal. And he said, you know, my restaurant, it'd be about $100 for a good meal.
Okay.
So Marcelo expects Lux to come to Tokyo, travel for hours to get from one side to the other, switch train lines, do this, do that. And it's not even for a free meal. It's to buy a meal. And not, would you give him a discount or full price?
Look. First of all, when Lux
Just
said, "Hey,
first of all, would you give him a discount or a free meal, or he'd have to pay for it?
hey, I am in a business that I need to make money to survive,
I'm
right?"
just
Also,
asking you. He would
well,
have
the
to pay
answer
for it.
here the answer
Okay,
was
so
the
there you
following.
go. He invites people to his shitty restaurant, right? Come
To
and see me, come and see me. That's like some fuckwit standing out the front of a restaurant in New York saying, "Come
As
inside, come inside."
as
Yeah,
Durkee
something like that.
points,
Yes, something
as
like that.
Durkee as Durkee points, that's probably 1 week of work for fucking Lux. You do realize that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
So,
but look, the
And by
thing
the
with Lux
way,
was that
there
I
it's
thought that he want to
$30
convince
a
Japan.
show. There, it's $30 a show, not an hour.
so what? What are you trying to say here? You have any issues or something? You have any
No,
complaints?
I'm just saying that's what I pay him.
Is there
$30
something?
a show.
Is there something bothering you?
No, you
Would
said
you
to me
like
he's
to?
$30 an hour. People have said he's $30 an hour. No, $30 a show.
So what? Why do I care about that? Why are you telling me that?
But Lux was going to go to Japan, and
Yeah.
Marcelo won't even give him a bread roll for free.
I tell you
Well,
what, I don't get that. That's a kind of weird thing, Marcelo, to be honest with you.
Because Marcelo spends all this time saying, "Come to my shop, come to my shop."
yeah, look, I mean, between us,
And
maybe if I would
he
see
knows these
Lux,
people. He talks about his restaurant, and he
I would
honestly
treat them with
thinks
a drink.
someone could be
I would
fucked.
give him a drink. I would definitely
Someone
give
could
him
be
a drink.
fucked to go across Tokyo, change train lines, do all this shit to get a lousy fucking meal out of Marcelo.
Yeah, but
100-gram
Archie, you really
steak, Bear.
think?
It's a 100-gram
Archie,
steak, Bear.
yeah, look, you really
So
think that
gram
come to
so
steak.
Japan just
basically,
to
as General Chin the Chin points out, Marcello doesn't do
Yes.
shit for free. He doesn't do shit for free.
Exactly.
Correct. But he's inviting all these people like his best mates. Come to my restaurant. Come. He's no different to a
this is a part,
spruker.
Arch, this is a part of the business. I invite people, but
He's
I don't do
using
shit for free.
he's using YouTube as a marketing tool.
Exactly.
The way he makes it sound, it's like a long lost friend. Come to my shop. I'll look after you, like Mr. GMT.
So
right?
when Austin Daniels came, that's the only person I know from YouTube. The only Austin Daniels came to your restaurant. Did he actually pay for the dinner?
Actually, not him.
Okay, but they did pay, meaning he didn't. You did not come.
Did pay. He came. He almost is an invited guest by somebody that took care of him.
Okay, but you didn't
And
call.
the same thing, Mark. Same thing with Mark too.
Which Mark?
Mark, also American guy. He was from the Time Gentleman something. He used to be the one that was in my channel with Mark and Shane that everybody remember when.
Of course, I remember Shane. Fuck, that guy was hilarious. So I'm gonna be very honest with you, Marcelo. If I'm coming to Japan and I'm coming to beautiful city of Tokyo, I would absolutely come to visit you. That goes without the saying. But I would expect expect for you to offer to comp the meal, which I would not accept. I would still want to pay because I understand how hard it is to make money in restaurants, in food and beverage, how slim the margins are, what the food cost is, especially when you're running a restaurant which is based on aged steaks and so on. Your food cost is high to begin. Your only hope is to sell some liquor and wine to actually make a better margins. But I would expect you to show some type of gesture that you want to help with that. And I would turn it down because I understand that. A lot of people, Marcelo, who are not in business, they don't understand your cost of running that business.
Yeah.
So they are kind of looking at that. What's a big deal? It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. The part I also don't understand, and I'm not gonna snoop into your private things, but for me, you have a small restaurant. You have about about 20 seats, right?
What was it?
I have about 20 seats, but the whole place is 30 square meter. For instance, if I have 12
so
people,
your
I close the restaurant.
average 12. Okay, so you really have to. It's tough to make a profit. How the fuck can you afford watches that you have? That's the part that blows my mind.
The answer is very simple. It's very
mind
simple.
you, contrary to you and your bodies on the other side when you were together, I never ever contemplated or questioned that your watches might be fake. because I don't even take that as a possibility.
Yeah, of course. But Bear, here is the answer. Very, very simple answer. If and take it like this, the way that I'm going to say. If I would tell you as a normal person that I have a restaurant for 13.
Who was a
Just,
normal person?
no. Just listen. Give me the floor for a second. If I would tell you that I have a restaurant for 13 years, a small restaurant with me and my wife, and we bought a house that, let's say, is about $2 million, and the whole house is already paid, and we have 2 cars. It would make sense to you?
Yeah, I see what you mean. So basically, you put all your money into watches.
Exactly. And we pay, and I
It's
don't own a car, and I have, and we pay rent for the
okay. You
restaurant
know
and
what?
rent for the.
Believe me. I can. In some ways, in some ways, I
Mm,
can relate. We have a super chat from Toyota Mo, $5.
mm.
Toyota Mo, $5. I think Pigeon Eyes is scared to give out free meals. It is because a free meal to AC3 can put him out of business. I think Pigeon Eyes is scared to give out
He's
free
right.
meals because a free meal to AC3 can put him out of business.
Plus, to be honest with you, Marcelo, believe it or not, I probably would not eat steak in your restaurant. I hate steak. I have a steak restaurant, and I just don't like steaks. It's not that I just don't like the taste of the steak. I don't like steaks. It's not my thing, right? So do you have any other options, or you are exclusively a steakhouse?
Look, I have other option. Even if you ask me, I think I eat a
But
steak
by the way,
maybe like.
Bear, these new 100-gram steaks that he serves, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like a piece of bologna, like a sliced piece
Yeah.
of bologna. It's more like
Look,
a very wafer thin. It's not really a steak.
yeah.
It's probably not the right word to describe it, Bear.
Look. First of all, I know that Archie want to blowing steam on that thing. Here is the thing. First of all, that 100-gram steak, it look like a small ping pong a small ball of ping pong. This is one. Number two, this is an option of because I cut the meat on spot, so I can cut the meat nearly in whatever weight I want. So the reason for what they want the 100-gram go to a very narrow, small number of Japanese that don't want to eat a lot and they just want the taste of it. Yesterday, for example, I had the 500-gram fillet and the 700-gram ribeye that actually I served in 2 separate tables. It was 2 foreigner tables. So in normal days, I do serve usually 300 to 500. That 100 is almost 10% kind of order in a month. It doesn't go that much, but it is an option in the menu to try to advertise, to try to promote people to come on. So this is the whole thing. I know you guys have a laugh on the 100-gram, and please continue. If it's a good joke, this is great. This is one thing.
I
It's
didn't.
like going to
Sorry,
McDonald's,
I
Bear.
heard about the joke, but I did not know what is it about. Okay, now I understand. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
It's like going to McDonald's, Bear, and getting half a Big Mac. It's a small Mac.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah,
that
it's
would
about the
never.
order, yeah.
Yeah, that's a probably really cultural thing. I can see Japanese going for something like that. I mean, in country where I live, in Canada, they would look at you like you lost your fucking mind. So yeah, I guess it's a culturally different there. So we have a super chat, and by the way, thank you very much for all the super chats, for all the genuine support, for all the upvotes. We really appreciate you guys, and we're very thankful for your support. Super chat is for $2, Archie, and it is from JBI Dix.
JBI Dix, $2. Do you serve whale fillet, Marcelo? Good question.
No, I know about that. Yeah. No, I'm not a restaurant that specializes in that kind of dish. But regarding for what Bear asked, so I do have lamb chop, beautiful lamb chop that actually I cut
Have you
300
tried
grams.
whale meat in Japan there, Marcelo?
See, I would take a lamb chop over steak myself all
Yeah.
day long, man. That's definitely that
My
would be
lamb chop
definitely
is
my choice.
amazing. I have lamb
Nice.
chop that is also free range from Tasmania, and I cut them
Oh,
extremely thick. Man, this is amazing.
nice, nice. I like that. I like that. Archie had a question. Sorry, Archie, to interrupt.
Sorry.
Have you tested whale fillets yourself, Marcelo?
No, actually, I didn't. I think I didn't, I don't want to really lie to you, but if I did and I don't remember like now, so probably
Have
wasn't
you
that
tried dolphin?
impressive. Probably in the same answer, probably wasn't that impressive to me. You know what impressed me was the Siyuchi, is the how you say, is not a starfish, but is
Oh, sea urchin.
yes, that impressed me a lot. I'm crazy about this. I love this to death. Quite expensive though. I mean, depends who sell it and how
Wow,
they
that's
sell it.
fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I really love the sushi here. I mean,
And we've got another super chat from ABC. Marcelo, give your thoughts on Grand Seiko.
I don't like Grand Seiko.
Yeah,
Archie, you're
why?
muted.
Tell me why. Why don't you like Grand Seiko? What's the reason for it?
Well, the one of the things that I don't like about the Seiko, because as you know, I do have Seikos, and the Seiko have this
Yes.
they in the lugs in the side they have these holes, right, to
Yeah.
probably change and these holes I accept that in Seikos, how we say $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 watch. But to see Grand Seikos that is 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand with the same holes is a little bit for me. No, this is not correct. It doesn't make you feel right, This is one. And the number two is the
Mm-hmm.
bracelet. The
Mm-hmm.
you pay so much money for a watch that the
Mm-hmm.
bracelet look like it look like a cheap bracelet, look like a Oris bracelet. It doesn't have the integrated the kind of
There's
glass
there's
lock
no
or
quality
easy
in a there's absolutely no quality in a bracelet. I agree with you.
yes,
Clasp is substandard. The bracelet is
yeah,
substandard. I share your opinion there as well. I'm much easier to be pleased with Seiko Prospects or Seiko Monster or Seiko fucking 5 than
yeah.
Grand Seiko. I had Grand Seikos. I had in total 4 of them went through my ownership. The other thing
No,
that really bothers me about Seiko is the obsession with the spring drive, which
yeah,
in reality really is nothing more than hybrid with quartz. And I do not understand why are people so overly impressed. If it is the precision that impresses them, then they can certainly be satisfied with the G-Shock.
yeah.
I don't really care about the fact
Mm.
that it is half mechanic. I just find that being a bullshit. Also, the whole gimmicky
Yeah.
marketing bullshit about Ziratsu polishing. Just say it's nicely polished, okay? Like,
No,
don't
no, it's the
fucking
same polish. It's the same polish of everyone else. It looks exactly
exactly,
the same.
exactly. So one thing I do admire about Grand Seikos, I love about Grand Seikos is beautiful dials, which is definitely
Yeah.
there. And at one time, you could get them at a decent price point. Now, their price point is gone berserk, kind of like what Omega is doing, and
Mm.
it's becoming unreasonably priced. I can tell you, in all honesty, I was a couple of days ago showing my two-door uh, Burgundy Meta certified on Jubilee. I'm gonna say that watch is superior to Grand Seiko, and people might say you lost your mind there. Bracelet is about 50
And
times better.
mm,
Clasp is about 50 times better. movement is a true mechanic movement, and it is meta certified, and it costs fucking less than half than Grand Seiko. So I'm gonna say there is a lot of Grand Seiko fanboys, and they might be upset at these comments. But when I say I don't like something, I have a reasons. And you know what? I owned 4 of them. So, and I own mechanical. I owned I own mechanical, and I owned the spring drive. I never owned the quartz because I despise quartz.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, mechanical is kind of cool. I kind of liked it. Movement was basically cooperation with the Tag Heuer, right? The architecture of the movement was determined by Tag Heuer. It's not
that
a watch.
precise.
Yeah, it's not that. The mechanical is definitely not that precise. So there is a whole lot of hype about it. There is a whole lot of. Now, I don't hate it. And if you have opportunity to buy one at a good price point, and you appreciate beautiful dials and you like that design, just be prepared to be disappointed with the bracelet for sure.
Yeah, and not only this, Bear. I mean, it's like, every company in every industry, we are in business, you and me, we are in business things. So usually you learn from other competitors why the other competitor is more successful or what the other one's doing. For example, if your question would be, why, Marcelo, why you don't like Omega? I would have a hard time because Omega did study Rolex, and you see they did make very nice dives. They did integrate it in making very high quality bracelet. The lugs are beautiful. So then it would be very hard for me to say, because they study Rolex, they study other companies, they open their eyes, they saw what the others do, what they can improve in their own company. I do not understand why Seiko didn't do the same. Okay, so they make amazing dies. Okay, so what? I mean, they fix the whole damn watch.
I wouldn't call them amazing. I would call them nice.
Yeah, I try to be nice in this case, but at least fix the whole damn watch. Not only the die.
I just want to welcome to the panel our dear friend, Doc BBW. Nice to see you, Doc.
Hey, Doc.
Thank you, Bear. Good to see you as well, Marcelo, Archie.
Hey.
Hello.
I'd say the thing about Seiko that bugs me is that they tend to have thick lugs, and I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if they're sort of emulating the maxi case of the Rolex, sort of like Marcelo is suggesting that they study Rolex and try to imitate it. But that's one of the things that bugs me about the Seikos lately, the Grand Seikos especially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I actually compare it to Omega. If I would dislike Omega, but the Omega actually upgraded the watches very nicely. Seiko didn't.
I think the biggest mistake Omega is making at this point is after the 3rd price hike this year, they have really outpriced themselves from the market. We're getting to a point that gold Speedy costs more than a gold Daytona. Where is the logic, boys? Where is the logic?
And I think also the fact that Tudor can come on their heels as they are is partly because they're outpricing themselves.
Exactly, Doc. And Tudor is capable to do that without discounting, which is absolutely crazy. You are in a position. I mean, I was in that position personally, standing in a store and looking between Omega and Tudor. Omega discounted at 25% did not make sense. Tudor not discounted made sense. That should speak to volumes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm probably biased. For me, that the only Omega that really interests me is a Speedmaster Professional. And after that,
But
it's
that's
all
because of interesting history. Oh shit! I shouldn't be talking to you about it. But nevertheless, it's a like it or not, Doc. Just let's ignore your
No, we don't have to ignore it. I tend to lean towards the pre-moon. I tend to like the Ed White type.
All right, okay. Let's
Speedmaster.
talk as a watch. It's a very iconic timepiece, and it's an impressive chronograph for what it is. So yeah, it's a watch that has its following outside the Omega. Being Omega fanboy, it's definitely a watch that's appreciated for what it is. Personally, I don't like it. I find it to be extremely boring. Maybe it's a bit of an oversaturation. Maybe it's because I had too many spirits. Maybe because it just turned out to be too boring for me. It doesn't do enough for me. I don't know.
Well, I would say, to be fair, you're not as much of a chronograph guy. I think a Speedmaster is for someone who's a chronograph lover. Otherwise, like
True.
you say, there's not a lot to love. Like, I think your IWC with that nice burgundy reddish dial, I think that was
the one
a chronograph.
that Archie was shitting on a daily basis and made
Yeah,
me
well,
feel terrible. Yeah, okay, that's the one. Yes, that was a beautiful watch. I even had it on a beautiful bracelet, which I paid stupid money for. And Archie convinced me that it's ugly and shit, and I sold it and lost shitload of money.
Wow.
That's my friend Archie.
Thank you
Super chat.
very much there. SR Bell, $2. AC, would you give Mark G a rusty trombone for 25,000? No. I don't want to play.
Well, wait a minute. Do you know what a rusty trombone is?
It was brought up in the past. It was brought up in the past.
Okay. Because I have no
It's
clue. So
no, you don't want to know. It's extremely disgusting. It's absolutely
it's SR Bell, so I assume.
No, sometimes it's more less disgusting. This is extremely disgusting.
Could you imagine, Bear, if this guy won the lotto, right? And then he started to do this. Who would hold this money in escrow? So he said, "Okay, I will do this." So firstly, we want to make sure, does the money exist? Is it real? How would we do this transaction? Can I ask you that?
You mean for the rusty trombone? What are we talking about?
Well, for any of these paid gigs, how would you hold him to account?
I don't even know why you're talking. Oh, for any, just ignore the rusty. So you thought, okay, I see. Well, you have another super chat from him, so hit that one. Maybe he'll somehow.
Here we go. SR Bell, 67, $2. AC, I am paying you to Google rusty trombone.
Well,
okay, show us the money.
I mean, he just gave you a super chat to Google it.
Okay, so, Google it. It's not that big.
I mean,
we did Google in the past.
It's disgusting, but you probably have seen it. It's probably something that Japanese porn covers.
I don't know what this is covered at.
I mean, Japanese porn covers just about everything, so I'm sure it's something he's seen before. Whatever it is.
Oh, see, my God, that's ridiculous. That is
not something that you can share with us, right, Arch?
No.
How about 100,000? 100,000?
I don't even want to do that. Life is too short to be trapped.
Wow. Wow, it must be pretty bad for 100,000. Wow. Okay. Gee.
Archie, for the guys that do a membership for WhatsApp group, could you share that with us in the WhatsApp group?
It sounds like it's disgusting enough that someone would have to super chat significantly for him to read over the air what rusty trombone refers to, because I think people who want to know will just Google it themselves.
Are you going for a walk? No, I got to tell you there, it's some of these gigs here, how would you hold someone accountable for? Would they do it in escrow? How would you do this sort of stuff? That is the big question. But we love SR Bell's sentiment. These things, I have been desperate at times. Would you do anything like that, Bear? Bear's bought some very expensive watches
Bear.
lately.
Bear? Bear?
Yeah, I don't. It wasn't addressed to me. If he wants to ask me, he needs to super chat again and ask me. So
Yes.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Very fair point. It's I got to tell you, Marcelo, if I went to your store in Tokyo, would you give me a free feed, a free meal?
I
Ooh.
would treat you like a king, man.
He's avoiding
Would
the
you-
question.
Would you give me a free meal? Yes or no?
You're a big guy.
Oh my God, he's avoiding the question again.
You're a big guy. Hey, listen. After the restaurant, we would go to Roppongi, and you definitely know Roppongi, and we would have a good party. Let's
So
put it this
you
way.
would give me a free meal? We'd have free meal first?
We would we
Because
would
considering
take
I'm
care of
flying
you.
10,000 kilometers to get there, 10,000.
Hey, first of all, you fly to Japan not for me. You fly to Japan to visit Japan to see a lot of other things. I am probably the last priority
You're mostly
to
coming for
come
the
to
bird.
Japan. Yeah, so if you already here and you feel born and you already did
It's
everything in Japan,
8,236 kilometers.
look, I would love to know that you come to Japan, and I would take you anywhere you want to go on my free time. I will take you anywhere you want to go. If you want to come to my restaurant or not is referring to your own decisions. I'm not going to push you, but they're going to support you and take you everywhere in Japan that you want to. This is my personal promise.
What do you think, Bear? Would you go for a free meal there, Bear?
They're watching that site, double checking what's going on. That's my
I think he already
decision
likes
for
Bear's
us.
free meal because Bear would.
I do want to say that in my mind, Tokyo and Japan would be something wonderful to visit. But I think I told you that, Archie, and I actually told many people that know me that I actually don't like traveling. I travel a lot because I'm forced to, for different reasons. But as a person, if I have my way, I would not travel a lot. I don't like it. Now, mind you, I already said what I would do if I'm visiting Tokyo and going to see Marcelo. I already said what it'd be, so I'm not going to be repeating that. But I'm going to tell you, Archie, if you decide to visit me,
Yes.
for whatever length of time that is it a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever you can do, I would host you. You would not spend a penny for accommodation. You would not spend a penny on food. You would be my guest, and I would be treating you the same way I would if my brother visits me.
Wow.
And I really mean that. That's I would not be covering your ticket. That's maybe the only difference from my brother. I would probably pay for his ticket as well. But from the moment you put your foot on the in the
Soil.
airport in Toronto, from that moment until you leave from the same airport, you would be my
Interesting, Bear.
guest,
That is
my guest of honor. You would be my guest of honor. And guess what? During that time, I would actually like not to have any gathering. I would invite some really. I would invite who I want to invite. People that I consider real friends. People that mean a lot to me. And they would not be invited for the whole length of time. They would be invited for whatever period we want to spend with them. But that to me would be, I would treat you like a family. I would treat you like a
wow.
family. So
That's
does that really surprise you? I mean, does it really surprise you?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Marcelo wouldn't give me a free piece of steak. There's nothing.
Look, Archie, it's true that I was in Esther and I did a lot
Not
of
even
shit
a
in the
free
past.
meal, Bear. Look at this. I travel 8,000 kilometers to get there, and I can't even get
But
100-gram steak out of him.
listen, do you really come on, do you really
Marcelo,
come to Japan
Marcelo,
just to see me?
would you-
No.
Marcelo, would you at least give him a salad? Would you give him a salad?
I would give him a salad. You know what, Arch? The
There
same
you go.
question
You get a
referring to
salad.
you. Okay, the same question referring to you. If I would come to Japan, would would you treat me completely with a free meal?
Yeah, but I don't like you.
Okay.
I'm not trying to weasel my way back in. I'm not on the
Archie.
outer. You know what,
The
Marcelo?
one thing I do understand, Marcelo, and you need to understand it as well. Like his RevPAR, his revenue per square foot is really limited. For me to give you a nice hotel room and give you the meal in one of the restaurants and so on, it would not be a huge percentage of my business revenue. For him, it represents you're eating 7 days in my restaurant and staying in my suite would be less than 0.05% of my revenue. For him, having a meal in his restaurant, he can tell you what percentage that is.
This can be a significant percentage because you know what?
You know what? I don't want to
here
visit you. I don't like you.
It's okay. Give it time, Arch. Don't worry about it.
No,
Give it time.
I don't like you. I don't
You'll
want to visit.
appreciate the salad. You'll want that salad.
I don't want to visit you.
You know
I
what?
do want to say a big hello to Mr. Z, who is in the chat. Nice to see you, my friend. Always nice to see Mr. Zoso. And we have a super chat from a wonderful friend and a great supporter of Archie, Phoenician Cedar, $2.
Cedar, $2. So in other words, Arch, go and visit Bear for fuck's sake.
Archie, if you would consider that, you and I can talk about it, for next year, and then you can, from here, after you finish the visit here, you can go and maybe have a meeting in Toronto with the Panthers and so on. But I would want to say you are more than welcome. You can truly come here as a friend, man.
See, this is how stupid Marcelo is. I probably won't even go there. But if he said, Arch, you come here, I'll have a big meal for you, complimentary. We'll have a nice wine. We'll have a nice steak together. I'll look after you. You think, oh, okay, Archie, he's deflected it. But Archie, instead, he won't even give a free bread roll or a potato, Bear.
Well,
another super chat from this is a super chat from a wonderful Canadian friend, Cabby Lake, $2 Canadian.
Lake, $2. Would you help Arch make it to Toronto?
No, just read it how it is.
KB Lake, $2. Would help Arch make it to Toronto.
Yeah, see, Archie, you have amazing support. Yeah, you have amazing Canadian support. Not maybe to the extent of US, but I think it's significantly. I would say we're second supporters, right behind US. I really believe that, and not just because of 10, but if you kind of notice, Canadians are really a large percentage of your super chats.
I'd argue against that, Bear. I would say that there's a good chance that it's equal support, but the Canadians tend to be more polite about it. They're not going to yell about it. Hey,
Well, yeah, and you know what? It would be wonderful if eventually maybe we can have a meeting in Toronto, which is not impossible to be reached by a majority of Americans as well. It would be just fantastic. I think the Canadian supporters would appreciate that, and I think you would be pleasantly surprised how awesome that visit would be.
Amazing, Bear.
Honestly,
Absolutely.
I'd rather go to Toronto than New York for me. Honestly,
Me
personally.
too. Me too. It's much more logistically. New York is going to be very difficult in transportation. Also, I think there is a Billy Joel last concert that weekend as well. It's
Oh
going to
my
be
God.
congested. It's going to be very difficult to get around. Toronto is big, but it's much more user friendly, and it would work logistically. It would work 10 times better. 10 times better.
I used to live in Toronto, right? I met my wife in Toronto.
Yeah. I listened to your story on your live stream.
And I'm saying as a city, though, I think Toronto as a city compared to New York as a city,
It's a smaller city, but it's well
Yeah.
organized. And of course, New York is still my favorite city, but it is super chat. Archie, Mr. Z, super chat, $5.
Archie.
Hey, here we go. Mr. Zoso, $5. If Archie ever came to visit me, I'd splurge for a potato. There as well. Potatoes on me.
I love potatoes, and I would go for that Mr. Z, no problem. When I'm hungry, hey, anything goes. And talking about amazing Canadians, here is one. The gentleman we call the Boston friend, Patel Philippe, $7 Canadian.
Nice.
Here we go. We got the boss himself is in the house. Patel Philippe, $7. Hello and have a good evening. Public service announcement, Patek and Pussy.
Nice.
That's
nice.
Tanzil.
And
There we
Jimmy,
go.
I agree with you. Canada loves Arch. And I know Jimmy is another Canadian supporter of Archie. I mean, Archie, you've seen my AD. Everyone knows you and loves you there.
Remember what happened
Yeah,
in Vegas? People knew you. I'm sure they know you
Ah,
up in Toronto too.
that was a great trip there. Great.
You know what else
great.
would be the advantage of Canada for you, Archie? Canadian dollar is not as high as US, so you would be doing a little better on that as well.
Yeah. I tell you what, the Aussie dollar is not great at the moment, Bear. You know this as well as I do.
I get
What a
paid in
disaster.
Aussie dollars. I get paid in Aussie dollars, so I know.
Yes.
And I do want to also say and acknowledge Keslowitz in the chat. Keslowitz kicking tires somewhere, and he is OG after all, so we have to say hi to him, guys.
There we go. We've got Keslowitz. Say hello to him. He's a great guy. He brought a bottle of wine. Bear. When I saw him for dinner, he brought a wine.
I love Keslowitz. What are you talking about? Keslowitz is a great guy. Yeah,
he's a great guy. But I mean, seriously,
nobody kicks tires better than him.
Actually, Mas, I got to tell you, Lux was laughing with me. He said, "You know, I don't even like fucking Marcelo. He invites me to his stupid fucking restaurant, and he said he keep on me, come and visit, and then he says to me, oh, you need to bring the meal is about $100, and he said, why the fuck would I travel across Japan to go to this fuckwit's restaurant when I don't even fucking like him?
It's advertising.
No, that's what he said to me. He goes, why the fuck would I go there? Why would I spend my time to go there when I don't even like the guy? That's what Lux said.
Hey, I just wanna notice, and if you wanna bring the last tough love comment, look at the avatar. I like your avatar, my man. That's a nice avatar.
Nice. You look good.
You can see it, Archie?
Yes,
Take
that's
a look
the
at the
photo.
avatar.
Yes, look at that. It's beautiful. Herman Ingram.
Tough Love is his rap name. That's his rapper name, Tough Love.
That's right. Tough Love is his rapper name, but for us, he's always going to be the top pianist, not a rapper.
Okay, guys, let's maybe not be serious, but let's see something like this. Japan is a very exotic and very interesting country. Even Archie
I don't
can
know if
admit.
I'd even want to visit you in Japan. You know that,
No, no.
Marcelo?
Oh, here is the thing. Here is
I
the thing.
don't
When you
know.
come
I
to
don't even
Japan,
think I would
listen, listen.
actually even go there.
Exactly. So when whoever I always say, come visit Japan. Now, if you come visit Japan, and suddenly you don't have to visit me. Suddenly you found, I don't know, you know what? I have 10 minutes available. Let's go say hello to Marcelo. You can do that
But
even
you know how
without visiting
difficult
my
it is to go
restaurant.
from one end of Tokyo to the other?
Easy. Come on. It's a joke. But you can do it if you really want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but you should visit Japan. That's basically what I said. You should visit Japan. You don't have to visit me. But something tell me that you would. But you don't have to. Easy as that. By the way, you know that Jamie Opland's coming in January. And this is not even just a paka talking. He already bought the ticket. I know. I saw.
Yeah, Jamie does travel around, though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's when he says he's coming, he is coming. There's no question about
Yeah, I saw. He's coming. 100%. I saw the ticket already.
Is he really
Super
a
chat
100
from
gram kind of
GB.
guy?
GB, here we go, $2. I'd rather go to Darwin and eat at Mr. GMT's Tip Top Snack Bar.
There you go.
Well,
Come
I
and
guess
get it.
GMT is good, but what the fuck are you going to do in Darwin? I mean, how interesting Darwin is. Actually, I'm not trying to laugh about it because I have no idea how nice Darwin really is. I mean, I would probably visit Sydney, Melbourne.
Fuck, he waffles on, Bear, don't you think, Bear? He waffles about something he knows nothing about.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
Hey,
What are
I
you gonna
shit on
do?
it first. I check on it later.
Exactly.
I don't know nothing about Darwin, actually. But I do know that probably Melbourne and the Gold Coast and these places probably would be more interesting, or maybe I'm wrong. Hey, you are the Aussie guy, you know. Tell me. How interesting Darwin is. Really, serious. I don't know.
I've never been to Darwin, but I've been in the outback. But I've got to tell you, I certainly wouldn't fly to Japan and make a special effort to see your fucking shitty restaurant with the welcome I've received from you.
Well, I accept the insult. Thank you. What else do you want me to say?
Bear, I got to tell you, some interesting watches there. I saw Jake the Yuppie had the day date Bear, and I had a 36 mil one years ago, and it brought back good memories, Bear. Good memories. Super chat from Patel Philippe, $7. And Marcelo, fuck these cunts. Make them pay full price and double for 100-gram steaks for anyone that stands in your way of YouTube success.
You have a
Thank you
strong
very
force.
much.
You have a very strong force behind you, man, Marcelo.
Yeah,
You
thank you
are. You're
Yeah, the
chosen
most spoke.
by the best. So
Yeah, look. I was willing to step back to step, but you know what? I salute for the boss. Fuck the fuckers. Everybody pay their bill. No problem. Thank you.
I think
Archie, you do
probably
get you do get puzzled by Tanzil, Archie. Am I right? You get puzzled.
I get very puzzled, Bear. Not just a little bit puzzled, very puzzled.
He confuses you, Archie. Am I right, Archie?
That's the one, Bear. Yes.
Why
I'm
do you
just
think
gonna-
he does that? What's the shtick here? Why is Tanzil toying with your life? I mean, what do you think the reason for that
Because
is?
Tanzil thinks he's doing me a favor by paying to get Marcelo on my show.
No. I don't think you. That's where you're wrong. I think Tanzil. This is just like a chess set for Tanzil, you know, and he moves the pawns and everything on that chess set in a way that he feels like, and If he sees that the things are not going his way, he changes the rule of the chess. See, this is the advantage that Tanzil has, the fact that he can actually change the rules.
I think
How
you're
do you feel
saying
about that, Archie?
you're saying he enjoys the flow of the game most.
No, actually, I think he enjoys the fact that we're pawns.
Yes, we're just
Well, I guess that goes
pieces
without
here.
saying.
Yeah,
But,
pieces. We're pieces. We're a bit of a now. Archie, you're definitely a king. I'm gonna say there is no doubt in my mind that you're a king. Super chat from Chicago Mafia and one and only Real World Curly.
Real World Curly, $10. I came to your restaurant with my friends Dildo. Not only are we not paying for shit, you're lucky we leave without taking your watch and your bird, dickhead. We'll make the Yakuza look like children.
That's
Hey,
why.
you know,
That's why we're talking Chicago.
yeah, in Chicago way, man. I mean, if Curly come to the shop, I'm fucked.
It's a lovely restaurant you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Yeah, right.
Just a one little advice. The thing that really triggers Curly: never ask him where is Jimmy Hoffa buried. Okay, never ask Curly where is Jimmy Hoffa buried.
I don't know. Listen, if Willie, you know, these people I always invite, I always say, hey, come to my shop. If Curly come to send me a message, hey, I am in Tokyo, I don't know what to do. I'm terrified. There, any tips, please?
I already know you're closing the restaurant. That's what you're doing.
And here we go. Behind us, we've got Jakey's Day Date, Bear. This was Jakey's Day Date. Look at that, Bear.
That looks absolutely beautiful. I'd like to congratulate Jake on a beautiful purchase of timeless watch, timeless timepiece. 36 millimeter actually looks great on him. I mean, no
Yeah.
question about it. There's no complaint at all.
It's classic.
It's a great example. Looks like it's in an amazing condition. Absolute classic. This is a soprano Day Date.
Beautiful watch. Absolutely.
The same one
beautiful.
that is featured on the wrist of Tony Soprano.
Do you know how
100%.
old this is? Do you know what year it is?
It's actually a birth year. I think in 94 birth year watch.
So that's pretty
Oh,
good.
wow.
I mean, look at the lugs. I mean, they look nice and crisp. So I mean, it's a nice piece.
I do want to acknowledge and say nice and big hello to Lizzie Mary, or rather, we like to call her OG baby girl, in a chat. Nice to see you, and thank you again for yesterday's support. We really appreciate you. Super chat from our friend and supporter Zeppi, $5. Thank you, Zeppi.
Thank you so much there. We've got a super chat from Zeppi. $5. Fike me dead, Marcelo. I must say, I am very disappointed that you would be so cheap as to not even pay for just one meal for the Pontiff after all he has done. There we go. That's from Zeppi.
Zappi, you're absolutely right. You always can support and donate Archie for the meal. This can
Marcelo, you are one tight bastard. You wouldn't even give Archie a steak if he travelled over.
Hey, I mean, I can look what they're going to do. When
Don't
Archie
talk in
comes,
riddles. Just answer the question. Would you give him a steak if he come over?
I answer. I'm going to open I'm going to give Archie access for the Wi-Fi. Is going to live stream, and any money that come to support Archie for the meal and the wines and everything.
So no, then the
is more
answer's
than
no. You're not giving
welcome.
him a free steak. After he fucking helped and you got like $2,000 over there, and you can't
I
invite him a
need
steak.
I
You
need
tight
help
bastard.
too, Danny. I'm not.
What?
I'm surviving in a very tough country as a foreigner. You need to understand, it's not easy to survive in Japan. Actually, jokes aside, Archie knows that shit as well because his wife is Japanese. He knows Japan is not easy.
Right. Archie, how much will it cost you to fly over to Japan? Around.
$1,000.
I have business,
$1,000
you know, I have business. I don't make money by giving steak for free, Danny.
So it cost you $1,000 and they couldn't even give you a steak. I think that's disgusting.
He's just a cheap son of a bitch, the guy.
That's fucking disgusting.
Hey, I am a cheap son of the bitch that try to survive. So fuck yeah.
Why would if you give Archie a steak, you die then. You still survive, Marcelo. Come on, you make
Archie. Super
He needs to drink.
Super chat.
The steak. I will give him a steak for free if he buys some good booze.
So basically, what you're saying is you want Archie to come to your restaurant, publicise it, so people think we're chatting for Archie, and then you get the money, and Archie still has to pay for a steak.
I mean, trust me, it's going to be a great deal for both of us.
Archie's no fucking idiot, mate. He knows. You can't put wool over
I
that.
didn't say that.
Archie. Super
I think we
chat.
might just let Marcelo go for the night. You know what? A tight ass son of a bitch. What a tight ass son of a bitch.
I'm gonna say thank you, Marcelo, for jumping on. It was actually nice chatting with you. I enjoyed it. Thank you, man.
I got to be honest with you. It's 8,000 kilometers. I got to change several trains to get there. It's fucking hard, and I can't even. It's just. This is what Lux said to me. Marcelo invited him. Please come. And then he said to Lux, "You'd need to spend about $100." And Lux said, "I don't even like the guy."
Lux,
Why
bring traveler check. Bring traveler check.
I mean, really, steak's the wrong thing to eat in Japan. You know that, don't you? That's the worst possible thing to eat in Japan.
That is
Really?
one type bastard.
I thought they were famous for Kobe.
No, because it's so expensive. You understand? Like steak isn't there. You eat noodles and things. Like in Australia, steak is cheap. That's the worst country in the world to eat steak.
Oh yeah, you're going to be paying crazy.
You understand? You don't go to Singapore to have Italian food, do you? You go there for Chinese and Singapore noodle and stuff like that. You don't go there for pizza. You go to you go to New York for pizza. Let's face it.
Super chat from Medium Legend Toyota Mo, $5. Thank you, Hawkeye.
Actually,
Thank you,
we've got another
Hawkeye.
super chat from JBIDX.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
$5.
I
Would you
apologize.
rather eat at TikTok snack bar for the cost of a Marcelo meal, or eat at Marcelo's for the price of a TikTok lunch?
Well, he's not going to give it to you at a discount like that. You'd never get it for a TikTok lunch.
Yeah, I think I just find Mr. GMT such a friendly guy. I don't even want to abuse his hospitality.
The fair thing about Mr. GMT is he always is asking people to come visit him, and he's going to treat them to a nice meal. That's what he says every single time.
Yeah, and I mean,
and I believe he would. I believe he would.
I can't believe Marcelo wouldn't say, "Look, I can give you a really good meal. I'll give you one meal good for you."
Fucking OMMANEY over a salad, Archie. Never mind meal.
I don't even want to go there. Do you really want to go there?
I'm in business, Archie. I'm in business.
Fucking tight bastard. You asked him for a salad and he was.
No, to be fair, he said he would give him a salad. To be fair,
he would give me a steak as long as I bought expensive booze.
Well, no, but he did. In fairness, he did say he would treat you to a salad.
A super chat from Medium Legend
Toyota Mo, $5. Pigeon Eye has a Platona, Smurf, Meteorite, Pepsi, etc., and he can't even give our pontiff a Viking 100-gram steak. What the fuck?
Yes.
And we got another super chat from JT, $2. Archie, he uses Australian steak. You get that here? Yeah, we do. Yes.
And you're getting more than 100 grams as well.
Archie, we get meat from Australia.
Can I ask you something, Archie? What is the fucking Archieverse obsession with steaks? I don't get that. I don't get that. There's many more exclusive and many more better, or if they want to flex, if this is some type of flex, I got money, I eat steak. There's many other food options
I think
to
As a
flex.
vegetarian, I
food.
think I can answer that. As a vegetarian, the obsession has to do with the culture in America. Americans love steaks.
So
I got
basically,
grills that
it's a type of
multiply.
flex, right? Hey, I'm eating a big steak. I'm a fucking, I'm eating a steak, having a cigar. So I made it. I'm a motherfucker, and I drink.
Honestly, I think it's
Yeah.
more than a flex. I just think Americans love steak more than they love lobster or chicken, or they love steak if they have their options available to them.
Fuck, lobster is a way to go. I love lobster, man. Now you're
I would
talking
agree.
about-
I would agree, but most
You don't get
Americans
enough
would
on
rather
lobster,
have a
though.
steak.
You don't get enough.
I
to
guess
eat.
so. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't. And this has nothing to do with Marcelo. I just noticed that. Fuck me, that 2 nights in a row in New York is steak eating. I mean, what the fuck is the point?
Well, think about it. You can hear people talk about New York steak. You don't hear them talk about New York lobster.
Yeah. Boston has a great seafood options. Boston is a great place to visit as well. I love Boston. And you can have some really great seafood in Boston. I love seafood. Seafood is my favorite, actually.
Yeah,
I see food, I
known for
eat
that.
food. No, I'm joking. I do love seafood. I really like seafood. It's known for that, exactly. So I don't know. It's just been. Since I follow this, it's always, we're gonna take Archie for a steak, and fuck me, it's a steak. Also, burgers. Burgers are fucking lowest form of food. There's literally
You
no
don't like
more.
burgers, Bear?
I'll eat anything, Archie. Look at me. I'm not opposed to eating, but I'm just saying it's truly a lowest form of food. Obsession with burgers. It's a gourmet burger. Fuck me, Dad. Gourmet burger. What the fuck is a gourmet burger? I mean, I don't know. It's just I'm just thinking that
Burger.
French cuisine and Asian cuisine and Mediterranean cuisine are my favorite cuisines, and neither one features fucking steaks.
Fair enough. Fair enough, Bear. And we got
Think about
Curly
it.
joining the stream. Hello, Curly. Hello, gents. Hello, gents.
I think it takes time for his mic to get connected.
Yeah, it's gotta get those
Or something.
things warmed up
Yeah, I
or
don't
whatever.
see it. But steak is more of an American obsession than any other country, I think.
No, it's just in Archieverse. I'm talking Archieverse. It seems that the
What's man
sign of
food? What do girls
the-
eat? Girls eat salad. Men eat meat.
the sign
They're meat
the sign
eaters.
of the
It's
Archieverse
MGTOW.
sign
It's
the sign
MGTOW.
of success is we're going to stay for a steak in a restaurant. We're going for a steak. Like fucking steak.
I think in the
I'm-
Western world, that's considered one of the pinnacle of dining.
Yeah.
France is not Western world.
Yeah,
but
France
they
has
have
that
beef-
steak
they have beef
tartare.
steak
That's
out
not
here,
even
don't they?
cooked. That's not even cooked, Bear.
You know what?
Steak.
French
where are you
food,
from?
it looks a lot like
ABC,
somebody's eaten
ABC,
it already.
ABC, where are you from?
Originally, my parents from Pakistan.
Okay, as a Pakistani, you have right to talk about the food, but your location at the moment does not give you any permission to comment on food.
Why?
Aren't you from UK?
Yes. But we've
You
got
don't know food.
loads of
You don't know
cultures in our
fucking
food.
food. Go
Not
have a
known
shepherd's
for-
pie. Go have a fucking
No.
steak and kidney
Our
pie.
food-
Shut the fuck up. Come
Our
on.
food has Caribbean influence, Chinese influence.
What
Well,
are you
that's not
talking
really
about?
UK though.
That's not UK, man. That's you're lucky because the immigrants came and fucking brought
Exactly,
the
yeah.
flavor. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you'd be eating fucking boiled potatoes with fucking ocean. Super chat. Where have you been?
Anthony Pellegrini has a great point.
Hey, oh yeah, super chat. I fucking keep missing super chats, Curly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here we go. Anthony Pellegrini, $5. With all the great restaurants in New York City, there is no reason to eat steak 2 nights in a row.
And that's the point, because in the Archieverse, if you don't eat steak, you're fucking poor. Okay, that's the fucking weird flex that they are
New
fucking
York
selling.
City, New York City, outside of Japan, is probably the second best place in the world for seafood.
Hey man, you know where I like to go to the you know where Sinatra was eating the oysters at the Union Station there is a restaurant, fucking amazing food, seafood. So yeah, you're right, Curly. So I'm not talking America, boys. I'm talking Archieverse. Remember, that's the difference.
And we got a super chat from SR Bell, $5. AC, if you were at a glory hole and had to finish off one of the guys on this stream, who would you hope it would be and why?
Well, I am Bear, and you don't want to hurt animals.
No, I don't want any. I don't think that would do anything for me. No, thank you in the least.
What a fucking question, man.
Is it fair not to at least try to answer it? I don't know.
You have to answer. He super chatted you fucking $5.
I mean, he
There's
super chatted
absolutely
$5.
nobody there. There's absolutely nobody I'd want to do at a glory hole.
Not even Ross?
No, definitely not Ross.
Ross would go wild.
Can you imagine the
Tell-
noise you would hear on the other side of the wall? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah.
We got
Yes,
Patel
yes,
Philippe, $2.80. Bear, don't be a cunt. Proper, a coint. Proper pizza Friday night on you.
Fuck you, Tanzil. That's not going to happen. By the way, the Texas boys are coming for pizza. They can pay. They have oil, okay? So they can pay for pizza. Texas boys, Tanzil, Texas boys. So shut the fuck up and don't fucking try to extort the few bucks I have left.
Then don't forget, outside of San Francisco, New York has the second best Chinatown in all of the United States also.
That is true. I've been there, Curly. That is absolutely remarkable. No, again, Curly, I'm not talking America. I'm talking remember when Archie came to America first time? And you know his obsession to take pictures of food? It was the same shit over and over. Fuck.
Can I ask you something, Arch? Where's the fucking watch? I know people don't want to be on camera, but their wrists, you could dox their wrists. Where's all the watch pictures? From
Hey, I just had the Jake the Yuppie watch on the screen.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, that's it? What about the...
Hey, Curly, talking about Jake the Yappy, why such a fucking jealousy toward that guy? What the fuck is going on?
He's got the whole package. He's got the corporate climbing ladder fucking suckhole attitude. He's got the teeth. He's got the hair. He's got the charisma. He's got
he's a young guy. We can't compete.
It's the nepotism. It's a nepotism thing. Come on, look? That guy has everything that Archie hates, okay? A huge mountain of debt. He's got the I'm so successful fucking poser, big noter attitude. Archie hates all that stuff. Why is Archie going so along with Jake? He's
a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Super Dave's nephew. You could tell everybody. We all know that. It's okay.
Super Collector Dave, that's his nephew?
Yeah, it's okay.
That's an interesting piece of information. I did not know that.
I mean,
Archie, why are we hiding that information? Why is that being sensitive?
The guy fucking ended one of your main shows, ended your morning show. You don't say shit. And you know why? Because you can't. So that's okay. We accept it, Arch. There's gonna be some dissent.
Hey, like any good company, Curly, any good company, there is also nepotism.
Yeah, and then one little announcement I want to make, and you know who you are. Look, your fucking troll accounts, we've seen them all over the place. We know what your troll accounts are, okay? Don't use them here. You got your real identity, Mr. Platinum fucking member, and your $100 fucking Euro super chat doesn't buy you an in to use all your troll accounts. So why don't you just abandon your troll accounts? Use your real troll account. No Toyota Mold troll accounts. No Bear Clooney troll accounts. No fucking JJ troll accounts. Just relax with the troll accounts, because I mean, we're timing them out, but we're gonna start fucking zapping them, and then we're gonna take it out on your real account if you keep going down that road. That's all.
That's a fair advice.
Eyes on you, laddie. Eyes on you. We know the tricks. That's all.
So we have a super chat again from our boss, Archie Patel Philippe, $7 Canadian.
$7 Canadian. Here we go. Arch, can you believe this
Fucking
guy
asshole.
texts me to rank 10 tutors from best to last? I respond with they are all shit.
Can I quote Saad and say, he thinks Tudor is luxury?
Yet he's wearing Tudor 54 he bought that I owned. Okay, interesting, Tanzil. I will not be asking you these questions anymore.
I got a watch related question.
Yes.
Is Rolex the only brand that has a secondary I don't know, what do you call it? A secondary brand like Rolex has Tudor. Is any of the other big brands, big watch like
well, Cartier did that. Cartier had Musty Cartier. Right.
Well, Grand Seiko and Seiko. That's as well.
Okay. Patek never did it.
Credor is also from the same lineup. So what else would be similar to that?
I mean, Omega, they're part of the Swatch group, so they would have different brands. You could say, you could argue the point some of they're cheaper.
No, but there's no one sister brand, Arch.
No, his question is very clear, Archie. Very clear question. Okay, don't try to philosophize. Just be direct. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Okay.
It's a good question. It's a very good
Great question. Great question.
I was just confused because I saw, I forget what fucking channel, the Lange and Sona.
Yes.
It's got written on there Glass Shooter, but isn't Glass Shooter another watch brand, or is that a region where they make it? Or
no, Glass Shooter's a region. It's a region.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A region. So that's they put that on. Is that a region that makes a specific kind of movement? Why do different watch companies share that name Glass Shooter? Just because
they're all from the same region and they happen that they happen. So
it's a part of Germany that has the watchmaking heritage.
So like when
it's considered prestigious.
So like when they differentiate, when they put Swiss as opposed to Geneva. So Glass Shooter, made in Germany, made in Glass Shooter. That's the. Okay, I got it. I think I understand.
It's so similar to the Geneva, yes.
Okay, so Glass Shooter and Lange and Sona, that's just the region that they're made. Glass Shooter, Germany.
Correct. Okay, like if they would put Geneva on the watch, which it's the same thing.
Gotcha.
Bear, it's been a great show today. I'm going to end a little bit early today, Bear.
Check if Watch Nicholas started and get the link ready, please.
It's linked. It's
for
all done.
Watch Nicholas. I do want everyone to be reminded that this Sunday after JJ's Sunday Fun Day, for the first time, Mookie Town is doing a live stream. So I would like to invite everyone to join Mookie's live stream upon end of the JJ's Sunday Fun Day. I'm sure JJ will be linking it to there. Curly, I believe, will be hosting. And if anyone else wants to jump on, I'm sure there'll be links. And we need to try to help our friend grow his channel. This is a good man, talented man with a lot of great humor, great ideas, great abilities, who's been helping Alliance all along. So guys, remember, mark your date with Mookie, Sunday night. Great guy, great channel. Who is Mookie, Archie?
He works for Watch Nicholas.
That's right, Archie. Archie, time to thank the people.
Okay, I want to thank all the people who donated today. Let's go through the list there. We had Nick Miller. We had Malik Diamond. Eddie's Watches. We had Neo. That's correct there. We had Neo. We had Nelson Oliveira. Malik Diamond. Neo. We had Neo. JT. Toyota Mo. We had Toyota Mo, JBIDX, ABC, SR Bell, Phoenician Cedar, AB Lake, Mr. Zoso, Patel Philippe, GB, Patel Philippe, Real World Curly. Thank you, Curly. Much appreciated. Zeppi, JBIDX, Toyota Mo. We had JT, Anthony Pellegrini, SR Bell, Patel Philippe. Guys, I'll be back in Brisbane tomorrow. I'm flying home tonight. And guys, thank you so much for making the Melbourne trip so fantastic. See you tomorrow, guys.
Good night.
See
Don't
you.
forget
Good night,
to hit the thumb
everyone.
up on
Thank
the
you, everyone.
way out, fellas. Thumbs up.
Yeah, please, please